start recording again for the... yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go eat now, because I am really hungry. And so, the lobby's open for whoever wants to join in, and the link, I'll go ahead and pin it as well, is pinned in the Blazblue matchmaking part of the Discord, so feel free to join in if you want to be on stream. Yay. Right then, okay. I'm off to eat some dinner. The wonderful dinner of Oz. I wonder if there's a way to, while I'm in the match, auto pass. this auto pass work? Other way. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. One thing I just realized I need to do. I need to, change the title. Blazblue Central Fiction Exhibition. Well, I still need to eat, Alan. Otherwise, I would totally be up for, helping you out. But maybe you can, but I think you should be able to get someone else in there.
Yeah, I don't have this game, so I can't jump in.
Yeah, Evestitch says he'll join in a bit, and when I come back, I'm totally going to join in on the action. But, yeah, like I said, I still need to eat. Check the time loot real quick. In-game loot for games that I don't even have. Playing games. Sure. Why not? Yep. And I'll go downstairs and get to properly eating like I said I would. Right there. Okay. And with that, I'm off to eat. Ah, that was good. Wow. Really? Steve hasn't joined yet. Okay, just a reminder. BBCF exhibit in the matches are happening now. I guess I'll can't I can't I so if I press pass, I can't confirm my entry. Well, bugger. Just quickly checking. BBCF exhibitions happening. Okay, can we get someone else in here? You joined and the lobby is still in here. I guess I'll post it in general for this purpose as well. I could make a new lobby if I wanted to. Wait, it allowed you to pass as well? What? Okay, at this rate, I'm making a new lobby then. Link. You know, maybe I shouldn't leave the lobby public. I mean, maybe I shouldn't leave it private. Maybe I should just let people come in from anywhere. I mean, it's not... Yeah. You know what? I'll quickly just host the room again and set that up again. And actually change the settings. Yeah, that should probably be better. Alright, Alon, you can get in here now. Did I? Okay, there we are. I'm sure more people will join in as time goes on. And so yeah, we have a server. For those in the chat, we do have a server up now, and it's it should just say Zwataketa, I believe. It should be pretty easy to find. It's got 8 slots. So feel free to join in if you want to be on stream. I'm not limiting it to just the Discord group. And as for you, Red Scarf, if you're still here,
Yeah, yeah, I'm still here.
you're gonna see just how different a fighting game this is. And still kind of the same. So I think I'll start things off with some Lambda 11. Orange juice. Okay then.
The wheel on fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
That was meant to be a backdash. Well played.
Yeah, because I don't have this game, I'm watching it on stream, so
Yeah.
it's somewhat delayed on my end.
Okay, Alon, you seem to be falling for the back attacks pretty a lot. But I guess that's because you're more focused on learning Jin.
Action.
And he got an overdrive attack on me. Well played. That was meant to be a grab. There we go. That was pretty slow, but it worked. Okay, let me move the chat up above the... Alright, I guess I'll switch to a character that's not my main. And that includes avoiding 9 for now, I guess. Oh hey, we have an Eve Stitch! Awesome! I guess I'll switch to 9 then. 9 the Phantom. Completely different from the character I just chose. This is probably gonna be suicide, by the way. Because Eve Stitch's Arakune is something to be feared. I fought him in Chrono Phantasma Extend and also here. In fact, I think it's even scarier here.
The wheel on fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Ah! Yep. I wonder where Mr. B is, and his Kokomoe. Ah. I dealt some damage. It's my number 9, better than nothing. Welcome to my stream where we do bad jokes. Bad, outdated jokes.
So the same as when we're doing melting pot commentaries then.
Yeah. I mean, we are gonna do the Blazblue series in Melting Pot Literature Club, because it's part visual novel, the story mode, pretty big visual novel actually, and yeah, I got that's an example of Eve Stitch's Arakune. Like I said, something to be feared. No, I should probably move the chat window up a bit more because it's some, like Susanu's, HUD, so that those don't get blocked. Okay. Now we can commentate a bit instead of just, fighting. Well, yeah. Maybe this game will be on the summer Steam sale, right, Scarf?
Sorry?
I'm just saying maybe it'll be on the summer Steam sale, and then you won't have to be as behind on things.
Possibly. I'll have a look to see how much this is in a bit.
Yeah, I got it on a sale
doing some other stuff anyway, so...
I got it on a sale rather recently, and that's the reason why I'm gonna have the tournaments. Otherwise, I wouldn't be having plans to have the tournaments so soon for Central Fiction. But I believe it's $40, but I got it on sale for $18. The wolf knows what the ill heart thinks.
The Wheel of Fate is done. Level 1. Action.
Good Arcune play by Stitch. I forget if he has that spiderweb move in other games. Arcune is just such a weird character. Like, he's a shapeshifter like Double, but he's nothing like Double. He focuses more on bugs. And Unlimited Arcune in Corner Phantasma Extend. Yeesh! Don't get me started on Unlimited Arcune. That thing is ridiculous. I mean, granted, all Unlimited characters are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Unlimited Hazama and everything. But Unlimited Arcune is just ridiculous. If he curses you, which I think is very much easier to do, you have no escape. You're getting the bugs fill the screen. There's no safe place anymore.
Arcune win.
Right then, is it gonna be me versus Elon again? Shall I get to the commentator booth? Yeah, I kind of set up this room of mine like a tournament room with a commentary booth. Unfortunately, you always spawn where the exit sign is, so I always have to move back. Okay, I guess I'll use 9 here. Since I'm learning her and he's learning Jin. Only makes sense. Nine's normals are all 3 different elements, spells of 3 different elements, and she can store them upon hitting the opponent with them to form different major spells, which is how she uses what she incorporates into her gameplay.
The Wheel of Fate is done. Level 1. Action.
Okay. Not the move I meant to do, but it worked.
2 アクション
How to beat ice? Fire! Again, not the move I meant to do, but I think it worked. Yay! I feel like I'm getting the hang of 9 a bit. I just need to remember what I can do after some of her spells. It's one of those cases of learning a new character. It's learning what you can do when, after when.
戦術データリンク共有開始第一フェイリーンラインザファントム
Okay, I'm not as afraid of his Lychee as I am of his Arakune. But I know she can still be scary.
The Wheel of Fate is turning リベル1アクションカウンターカウンター遅いわウバロバイトキラサジよネイジオカウンター遅いわフレイムズのネイダーキラサジチャオや遅いよキラサイ
Okay. And I didn't really get any mileage out of that. I didn't get any mileage out of that. I was trying to use the overdrive attack. And it just wasn't coming out. Oh boy. Ah! Oh! No, wait, that wasn't the match point for me. I was about to say I could have probably tried to do her astral finish, but no. 9 is actually a pretty easy character to figure out because all of her special moves that don't involve her spells are all quarter circle backs in one of the 3 attack buttons. Then her spells are a simple quarter circle forward or back. I mean, her spells, things involving her spells are simple quarter circles forward or back. Figuring out how her spell system works is easy. Figuring out what how to get the spells you want is the tricky part. And she's not really a rush-down character, so you gotta be more methodical with her. And her supers all have the same motion, just pressing different buttons, and that includes the astral finish. Okay, so we've got Namane versus Arakune. Just gonna say this now, Red Scarf, that's not a man, that's not a woman.
That's not a what, sorry?
That's not a woman.
Ah.
Yeah. there's memories of tears, too. Jeez. This Aracune... Not Aracune. This Amane is really good. He's giving Eve's Aracune a bit of a run for his money. Drilling through the barrier. Cool. Nice. I wonder what that meter about is about. His little level meter for his drill or something. Oh, he stores power, does he? Nice. Oh, nice trap there. I'd say it's really no form at all. That's typically how shapeshifters work. Unless they do have a preferred form. Like Mistral. Okay, we're getting quite a few people in here now. I believe I set the room settings to random. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. It's random now. Oh, hey, Moon Fairy. I've been trying to find Moon Fairy on Steam, but I couldn't find him, and I don't think he's in the chat. Oh, okay. Guess I'm up next. I'll switch back to Lambda for this. See me in Arcana Heart 3. A character like Amane. That cast is full of a bunch of girls, so like having a cross-dressing male would be kind of hilarious. It'd be one way to get past the radar.
The wheel on fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Red Scarf, remind me to throw break.
To throw break?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
You know, when you're about to be thrown and you didn't intercept it.
Well, I can't remind you to do it when I see it, because I'll see it 10 seconds.
I mean, just in general, remind me to throw break when I'm about to be grabbed. I need to get into that habit. That's like one of my biggest weaknesses.
Yeah, but I'm not going to see you get grabbed until 10 seconds after.
Remind me in general. Ah, he got me. I was about to use my super too. Oh, leave me alone! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Oh, okay, that worked. Ah, the dreidel! Ah, stubbed my toe on the dreidel. Bugger. Should have used the D-pad for that. Oh well. Okay, me and Eve again. Don't think I've used Lambda against Eve in this exhibition yet. Choose sealed space. Or Alter. Fine.
The wheel on plate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Nice counter. Wrong button! I pressed the top button instead of the grab button. Ah! I've only beaten Eve once, even as Arcune once in Twin Phantasm Extend. Yeah! That's what I like to see! Hey, that's not what I like to see! Ah! Oh, man. That was close. To at least winning one round. So I think we'll go either to 9 o'clock until, or if everyone leaves and basically no one else wants to play, whichever comes first. Orange juice. What's that even supposed to be for? I think you're gonna have to explain that one to me.
The wheel on plate is turning. Level 1. Action. Counter.
Okay, that gotta be a bit far away for that to work. Ooh, that worked.
リベル2アクションカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカウンターカ
Why did I do that? I meant to do the astral finish! No! Oh well. I gotta remember, astral finish is for the D. Is the D button. Oh well. What are they? Yeah. I can do that. I just saw the picture you sent, Red Scarf. Unrealistic.
Oh, the picture I just sent you in private.
Yeah. But, yep. Basically. Yeah, let me get the invite link. Streaming exhibition. Streaming exhibition. Okay. Okay, Alan. Exhibition. Matches for BBCF.
前日データリンクスサム共有開始。レディースクローバー
29330285552. Oh, Aurelius versus a Susanoo. Susanoo is a pretty tricky character. He's very freakishly powerful. I mean, he is the boss character of the game. But you have to do something to unlock his moves as you fight. And so it's a matter of not only remembering what his moves are, but remembering which moves to unlock and how to do those particular moves. So I haven't bothered learning Susanoo yet. For that reason. He's powerful but complicated. I've taken him in training mode once, and that was it. Nice avoiding the overdrive attack. close. But Susanoo got it. Oh, I see. That's spin attack. Not so good. So fourth one is a spin attack. Like you have to know, pay attention to that bar there. Know the number of hits to get to the attack you want, and then end the combo with his drive to get to the power you want. Well, not number of hits, number of attacks. But for Susanoo, I don't think he has really many multi-hit attacks outside of his specials that need to be unlocked. And that's that. Well played, my Jojob. Oh, is Jojob a popular guy? Blazblue Blazblue FGC, is he like a popular guy or something? Okay, I think I just figured out how to type that particular character. Piano fighter. Ah. Oh yeah, Eve, you choose a character you're not used to. And... oh yeah, Eve, we can do that, at Eve. Main swap. Oh no, I was gonna do that with, right, I was gonna do that with, Mr. B. Well, my main isn't, Talkanka, but I guess. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, a special intro, okay. Did someone just unironically pick Tao in my presence? Yeah. That just goes to show how much I play Arakune. I'm not really familiar with his moves. Like, I know the bare minimum. And that's about it. Oh, they slowed down his air jab then. No! I won a round. Wow. I haven't practiced Arakune or anything since the last time we did a main swap. Ah, nice combo. It's so horrifying it had to take place off screen. Nice. Whatever happened was so horrifying it had to take place off screen. I... Yeah, I think I've been satisfied for trying Arakune right now. What's up, Mitsuyoshi? Wanna fight? Oh, I didn't know he played Jubei. I still need to get Jubei. Little Markov models. Oh, okay. Jubei was like, really? So it's a battle of the two characters cats who have the least amount of health in the game. Nice combos! You know, I'm pretty sure, Psych... Nice! I'm pretty sure, Psych, I forget what his name is. Oh, is Mitsuyoshi Psych? Yep, okay, Mitsuyoshi is Jubei I was about to refer to. A pretty nasty, a pretty powerful Jubei in our group. What's your take on this Jubei play? Psych.
My take, I've not actually been watching that closely, to be honest.
But based on the names, you can tell which character is which, right? Actually, no, wait, it doesn't say their names here.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, Taukaka is the one with the braids, and Jubei was the one that just got beaten to a pulp. Taukaka is an airhead. Garbage Jubei play. Never raw install. Jubei tip, never raw install. Do it mid-combo. Yeah. Alright. Who is up next? Seems like it might be Moon Fairy, Kier, and Psych. Seriously, I've been trying to search for Moon Fairy to send him the link to the Discord group on Steam, but he's not appearing for me. I wonder what the dots are hiding. Do I have him in? No.
The Wheel of Fate is turning. Level 1. Action. Counter.
Okay, Judo's doing pretty well. It's pretty even so far. Yeah, though combos are a big part of this game, they're less disastrous for the victim than most of the time, at least, than in Skullgirls. Because if they're smart, if players are smart, typically they'll be able to get out more easily. Due to the teching system and the overdrive mechanic, the burst, it's a great burst mechanic. Okay, so he bugs at the end of melee combo. That's all you gotta do. And when the opponent is cursed with Aracune, then any time any of the attack buttons are released, bugs. Just bugs. Bugs. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Creepy. By how often they do 2C, you can tell what kind of person is playing Aracune based on how many 2Cs they do in neutral. Oh, they were talking about stuff in the chat here. Let's see. I love finding Jubei. You can always do crash confirms on him, which takes 90% of Tao's confirmed problems out of the picture. Less thinking. You can tell what kind of person is playing Aracune based on how many 2Cs they do in neutral. Let me rephrase. How often they do 2C with no meter to RC it. Just woke up. I've had my fill of Aracune play for the day. Cat Dad appears. So, I'm thinking about whether to put... Huh. Okay. Forgot that Terumi versus Jubei had a special intro. Should Blazblue Simple Fiction tournaments happen on Friday or Sunday? I'll have to ask. Friday or know about what, the only stuff I know about Jubei is from when I fought him online, as I don't actually have Jubei. Like I said. But I think I'm starting to catch on to what he's about. Nice combo, but he was just too far out of it for anything else to work. Ooh, he's about to make overdrive back. Let's see what he does. And you got active flow. Oh, nice! You got the Exceed Cell. His win quote. Trinity, I'm afraid that this one is beyond saving. Prepare to meet your end, Tyranny. Ah, okay. Yeah, they're having a whole conversation about game mechanics in the chat that I'm not even gonna try to follow. Yeah, like given I'm more focused on the match at hand, and they're just writing a novel.
To be fair, at least when you look at that sort of stuff and read it properly, you'd actually have a chance of understanding what it is.
Yeah.
But I see 2A, 2A, 2C as a risky but possible alternative to 2A, 2A, 6A. What does that even mean?
Well, you know, the 2 would be holding down, would be considered control stick being down.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's the point. I've seen similar notations before. The number is the direction of the control stick.
Yeah, and A and B and C and D is referring to the button press. Okay. A, B, and C and D are referring to the button press. Like A would be low punch, B would be mid punch, C would be high punch, and then D would be the drive, which is a character's special action. Think like Super Smash Brothers' special move.
Oh.
As for the actual moves, I couldn't tell you. I don't play Jubei. Don't even have Jubei. I typically think about visualize the move rather than going by 2A or 2B, unless I'm specifically going like analyzing it. I don't think about the numbers in an actual match.
The wheel on fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Yeah! Ah, almost. But I still have that melee, and that's beautiful. Hehe. Didn't quite really. Ah! Should have grab broke. Grab broke.
リベル3アクション
Dang. No! No! He got the astral on me! Ah, man. I was close, though. You can't say I wasn't close.
Hmm.
I'm happy about that anyway. Luster and Astral. Luster and Astral, there are worse ways to go out. 2C for Kune is that shark move. Got it. The low attack. Okay. I could have ended it, but I wanted the... Ooh, we've got an S. Oh hey, Amanda's all. I know you probably can't hear me because you're probably not on, probably not on the stream, but you're on stream right now. S is considered one of the best characters by quite a few people. Not sure why. She's got that really big sword and some magic attacks. But I've heard, like, S is the best, and then also S is the worst by a few people. Nice! Let's see if he can make the comeback. Nice! Psych! With the 1 pixel comeback. Meanwhile, they're just speaking alien language in the chat. I can't even follow it. Yeah, S is now the most played character in this game. Yeah. Still need time to lab my friend. Too much going on in my schedule to invest too much time in that. Eventually, he's referring to taking out Kune in training mode. She does a front flip when she does a forward air out. It's just for me like a fight stick or a fight pad at this point so that I can make less mistakes when I'm playing. I think my skill and gameplay has gotten to the point where I absolutely need to get that at some point soon. Preferably a fight stick, preferably one where I make my own, just so that I can gain some experience. Cypher's like, okay, I should back away. Yeah, S, you should have just guarded that. Anytime you think I want to play BB with another Blazblue with another human being, you instead go into training and practice combos. Yeah. Oh, we've got the run back. He's trying Kokonoe. Interesting. Sounded like you were gonna say something there.
Nope. You might have picked up me yawning though.
Yeah.
It is 25 to 2 a.m.
Yeah. Because you're on the other side of the world. You know what I just realized? Even though I changed the game name and title on my live streams, the YouTube thumbnail for this is still the Skullgirls thumbnail. I'll have to find a Blazblue picture. By the way, those in the chat, do you think you could explain to me the difference between, like, the regular guarding and the guard that is when you, hold, I think X and Y together? Or X and A or whatever, like, I have a macro that's set to the right bumper. Or the right trigger, I'd call it. Yeah, right trigger. What's the difference between those, the manual guard and the guard when you're just holding back and nothing else? Barrier block adds more stun frames. Okay, so it's like the different levels of shielding from melee, then. Like, light shielding in melee pushes you back farther, but gives you more blocking time. And causes less shield damage from attacks. So it's kind of like that then. Gotcha. So it's good for getting out of shield pressure then. Especially since it doesn't do chip damage. So if you're already guarding, you might as well, like, and you're not in the corner, especially when you're not in the corner. If you're in the corner, you'll want to avoid doing it so that you can have a chance to tech out, or counter with normal. But if you're not, then you'll want to try doing the barrier block to be pushed away from them and have a chance to get out. Alright. Thank you. Thanks for telling me that. It depends on the character, okay? Because we've got an easy Yori player. And Psych seems to be contemplating. Okay. Where barrier blocking against S is very bad because it adds enough block stun that it makes her block strings, because of her long sword, she has more range, so even though you're pushed back farther, she can still reach you. And because of the increased block stun, it's, gotcha. And whereas regular blocking, her gaps are much more exploitable. I see. So you don't want to barrier block against her, but against someone like Azrael, barrier blocking might be a good bet, I'd assume. Am I right about that, or not? Is it the other way around? Oh, that was almost finished. Of course she has active flow after that. By the way, Red Scarf, I can guarantee that when we do the Blazblue series for Melting Pot Literature Club in story, I believe that Kokonoe will very quickly become both you and Sparks' one of your favorite characters in the series. Because she's hilarious. Because she's just so straightforward and blunt about everything. Just running your scooter over the corpse of your enemy? Scientific research is my highest priority. I really don't give a damn about good or evil right now. As his pressure is awful and pushing him out of the 5A range will limit his options. Alright, got it. S, barrier block, bad. Azrael, barrier block, good. Unless, you're in the corner, in which case, it really doesn't help. Especially given the extra block stun. Okay, Eve. Eve. Go 9. Or Celica, whatever. Fine. Let's hope it gives us a chance for a run back then. So, guys in the chat, I know I'm probably not going to see it until after I'm done with this match. But any tips for 9? That was a special intro. Ow. And then she heals us. Not what I meant to do. I meant to do Break Burst, but that's even better. use the laser. Like, I seriously need to work on my, Whoa, Celica is Nine's sister? Interesting. Didn't know that. I need to work on barrier blocking and I need to work on throw breaks. If I know I'm getting comboed or pressured, I should focus more on just, I should just focus on either getting out or avoiding throws. Okay. I feel like I might be wrong, completely wrong in this, but I feel like I did well with 9 against his Hakumen.
The Wheel of Fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Ah! Nothing I could do there.
Level 2. Action. Counter.
Yes! Yeah! That worked! I can't believe that worked!
Action.
Oh, that was an hour victory.
Yeah. He got me in 2 throws. Yeah, throws. Bugger. That really is my weakness, isn't it? Well, at least I'm noticing it. Now, how to go about getting into the habit of not letting it happen. Okay, he's a Susanoo. I'm gonna go with Lambda. Oh, I got a time bomb. I'm happy.
The Wheel of Fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Yeah! Yeah!
期間正常に起動しリベル2アクションレイザル受けたカウンター加速感カウンター受けたシステム起動カウンターチッカウンターカウンターカウンター
Yeah! That's what I like to see. Yeah. I understand. Susano is a pretty difficult... Okay, so the Victor, Aerial Dancer, Cool-Minded, Break Shot, Faultless Defense, Phantasm, Belligerence, For Real Real, Secret to Victory, Ultimate Defense, See Right Through You, Perfect, Straight, Lead Foot, Backdoor, 3 steps ahead. I'm surprised I had that much control with Lambda. I'm pretty happy about that. That's quite a far cry from how I used to be in fighting games. Okay, so Eve, next time we fight each other, I want you to go 9, and I'll also go 9. Okay? Well, I mean, Susano is not difficult to figure out. It's just, you gotta remember his moves and which moves are unlock what. Like, you gotta remember which moves to unlock that you remember. And it's that I've only brought him into one training mode session, and I didn't remember his moves, mainly because I was checking him out of curiosity. I don't think I really want to make Susano one of my mains, even if he is powerful. Maybe I might consider change my mind later on, but right now, he seems just a bit too complicated memory-wise for me to want to try and remember him. Like, figuring out how to unlock his moves is easy. It's remembering the moves that is the hard part. Nice Eve Stitch play. Terami's grabs are so quick that you don't really get any time to break them if you're caught. I've noticed. Yeah, he gives you no time to be able to break them. He just does the throw. You just have, you have to react on... you have to predict that he's gonna grab you and react. You can't just, I mean, you have to predict and press it very quickly. You don't, there's no reacting to it. Ooh, nice super. Well played. Oh, sup, Adroth. Adroth, if you want a if you want an invite to the group, check the Steam, check the description in, unless you're watching in, are you watching in, oh, you're watching in Twitch, so I'll go ahead and post the invite link to the Discord group for you. Toggy, hello. Well then, Toggy, mess me up, fam. Lol. And we got an Adroth. Why? Hello there. Still typing what I say. Okay. Everyone and their dog has a Discord these days. I'm not familiar with this stage. I haven't seen it yet. If it appears in story mode, I haven't really, except for a bit of Chrono Phantasma's story, I haven't done the story modes yet, mainly because I'm waiting to do them until the Melting Pot Literature Club that I've been talking about with the next part for a while. Nice throw. So, quick question, guys, in the chat. What does that mark that Jube leaves on the opponent mean? Is it... I've noticed he has a homing dash. Is that what it is? Like, he can use the homing dash to home in straight onto the opponent with it? Or does it mean something else? Oh, the mark lets him teleport to them with his super. Ah, okay, that's it. If it also adds a little bit of additional damage, but I do not know, okay. Gotcha, so it just affects his super. Makes it easier to land. Nice! Nice avoidance. Just, no. Get out of there. Get out of the air. Like how you just said no with that fireball. Okay, last match for the night. At least that will be streamed. I think I'll keep the room up, but that's last match that will be streamed. This next one, we'll say. It's 9 o'clock now, but I'll just do one more. I'll let it be one more match. For the stream. I should make a room setup for when I'm not streaming. One that's not so tournament themed.
戦術データリンク共有開始。田岡か10で
Did I ever get a reply regarding Very Fast Cat? Did I? Sundays for Blazblue tournaments, okay. Cat versus cat. Okay. Let's say April 22nd for starting Blazblue tournaments. Either April 22nd or April 15th. Nah, April 22nd, so I have a week's buffer.
The Wheel on Fate is turning.
Yeah.
Level 1 Action.
Was that a counter? Yubei has a counter. DIL.
Level 2 Action. Counter.
Missed it. I like Kyle's expression. What? Too graphic for words. Too graphic to be shown on screen. Too graphic to be shown. I like how they delivered him back in a cat head. Okay, it's pretty close. But I think Tao's got this. Yep, good job, Eve Stitch. Alright, with that, that's going to be the end of the streamed exhibition matches. So with that, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you. I hope everyone had fun, both either watching or playing. And good luck and good job to everyone who participated in the tournament today. To the person who donated $10 today, thank you very much. Your donation means a lot and will go to a great cause. And with that, I shall see you all for the next tournament next week. Until then, bye ya! And I'll have the video of the tournament and this exhibition up later.